So tonight we're going to be going back to my Gulf Coast roots. This is something that I enjoy eating. It's one of my all-time favorite meals. It's something you certainly can't just go grab anywhere in Chicago, so it helps to know how to make it at home. We're going to be doing shrimp and grits. If you look here, this is everything we will need to knock this out. Disclaimer that these are not prideful Southern grits. These are 5-minute grits from the store, again in Chicago. Work with what you got. And you want to use about a 1-to-4 ratio from grit to liquid. And for liquid, we've got 50-50 milk and water. I have some shrimp stock that I actually made by peeling the shrimp earlier today for this dinner and then cooking it with some aromatics and water. Aromatics meaning carrot, celery, and onion, and maybe a little tomato. You can certainly buy a shellfish stock or a chicken stock will do just fine. Some white wine, shallots, garlic, some andouille sausage, and some bacon. Some nice tomatoes that are just cut in half. Green onions, otherwise known as southern chives. Some parsley, sweet white corn, mushrooms, and finally the shrimp. Of course, you can't make this dish without having whatever your preferred brand of blackening spice in large quantities ready to go. So to get started, I'm going to take some of this garlic here. Get our pot nice and warm, not too hot. A little olive oil. We're not looking for a whole lot of sound on this one. We just want to sweat some garlic out. Gonna add the liquid into that. I'm gonna bring that up to a boil. Also at this point, do a generous seasoning of some salt and pepper. Now that we got it to a nice simmer here, we're going to go ahead and whisk in the grits. And you want to whisk it for about 30 seconds or so, just to make sure there's no lumps. So at this point, the grits just need to simmer, and they'll continue to thicken. They'll just need to simmer away for a couple minutes or so. So over about a medium heat or so. No oil in the pan. We're gonna take our bacon that we've diced up. We're just gonna let that render out. We'll go ahead and add our andouille sausage in there as well. While the bacon is going, I'm just gonna take advantage of this moment here and we're gonna go ahead and season our shrimp. Our mushrooms. You can use any mushroom you'd like. These are just creminis from the store. Again, these are super attainable, very simple. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off our grits while the mushroom and the bacon and sausage are cooking with a few knobs of butter. At this point, we'll kill the heat and sort of let them hang out. You want them thick enough to sort of hold their own form, but they should move as you turn your spatula or your spoon. Some chopped garlic, some fine diced shallot. You can certainly use red onion or yellow onion if needed. Some tomatoes. I'm going to add some Creole spice. We're going to allow some of that spice to actually toast in that pan. We're going to add our corn. With our white wine. And you just want to cook off the alcohol and reduce that down just a little bit. At this point, we're going to put in our shrimp and some of our shellfish stock. So at this point, I've killed the heat. Shrimp should be nicely cooked. And this is where it's going to get very southern. We're going to add a very generous amount of butter here. And we're just going to swirl it in. And at this point, we'll go ahead and add our chopped parsley. And some green onions. Some plate. Just take some of our grits. And some of our shrimp with the sauce. And to keep it authentic, some nice green onion over the top. And there it is. Shrimp and grits.